Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Today, I am proud to present to you my indigenized lesson in the oral communication. Indigenization is important because it helps the student and also the teachers to comprehend concepts by relating and presenting the lessons on the context of providing local environment, culture, and resources. Lessons also are becoming more real-life, customized, and appropriate. So now, welcome students to my class. Ato karon hisgutan ang binisayang pamaagi sa pakigpulong. Adunay 5 ka klase sa pakigpulong. Natay gitawag na hinasa na pamaagi, casual na pamaagi, pahimangno na pamaagi, formal na pamaagi, o prosin na pamaagi. Ang hinasa na pamaagi or intimate style, this was introduced by Martin Juice in the 5 clocks. This style has extraction and a grammar intonation as a way of pronunciation. This style also use jargons as its vocabulary, have its own conventional formula, have positively abolished the role of public information, and fuse two personalities that leads to absence of guardedness between the speaker and the listener. Hinasas na pamaagi is the most informal because it manifests extreme structural simplicity. It characterizes jargons. Public information is abolished. It requires no guardedness because the speaker and the listener know each other inside and out. It is also often used by lovers, relatives, friends, and acquaintances. Ang ikaduha, mao ang atong gitawag na casual na pamaagi. This style is considered as informal and conversational. Example, she is funny without ever being mean. I love her. I am so lucky to love her. You don't get to choose if you get hurt in this world, but you do have some say in who hurts you. I like my choices. I hope she likes hers. Ang ikatulo na pamaagi, mao ang gitawag nato na pahimangno na pamaagi. This style, a person asks another person a question who responds by giving information or advice. However, this style is used to give advice and not to make decision. Ang pahimangno na pamaagi happens when the subject answers questions that are formally recognized as part of an interview, noting the absence of markers that are characteristics of other styles. Ang pahimangno na panultihon refers to the answers of questions asked by speaker to the listeners. For example, if you're selling food in your school's book fair, you may first ask the customer if he has any dietary preferences. If he happens to be vegetarian, you may recommend your mushroom burger instead of adobong manok or adobong chicken. Ang ikaupat, mao ang atong gitawag na formal na pamaagi. This style uses formal and majestic language. It is often uses parallel pattern and repetition of coherence and emphasis. The speech of Martin Luther King entitled, I Have a Dream, is the best example of this style. Excerpts from the speech delivered by American civil rights leader Martin Luther King. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meanings of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men created equal. I have a dream that one day, on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the honors will be able to sit down together on the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even in the state of Mississippi, the state of sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will transform into oases of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in the nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious races, with its governor having his lips dripping with his words of interposition and nullification, one day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with the little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and the flesh shall see it together. This is our hope, and this is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, I will be able to know out of the mountain of despair and stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discord of our nation into beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will free one day. And this will be the day. This will be the day when all the gods of children be able to sing the new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of pilgrims' pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America to be greater nation, this must become true. And so, let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening allegiance of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvious slopes of California. But only that, let freedom ring from the Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from the Lookout Mountains of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from the every hill of mountains of Mountain Molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And when this happens, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village, from every hamlet, from every state, from every city, we will be able to speed up the day with all the God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics. We will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. So that's the example of the formal na pamaagi. And now, the last is the prosin na pamaagi. This time is called, or this is sometimes called, oratorical style. So this is often used in a special occasion or ceremonies. Prosin is not specific in meaning. It is formal in presentation and cultural in context. It is by nature figurative rather than literal. It is not personal and is meant to be used in social setting. It is useful, formal, and elegant. It is the participants may speak at the same time or they can speak responsively. No real message is given to the listeners. This type of information found in the text is basically ambiguous. Its main objective is to make listeners derive their own thoughts from the text rather than convince them to accept a definite idea. A speaker only serves as a short-lived catalyst to amassed meaning. He speaks only and leaves it to his listeners' imagination to think of it in any way they want. The speaker gives life to his text. Again, adunay 5 ka pamaagi na pakigpulong. Ang hinasa na pamaagi, casual na pamaagi, panghimangno na pamaagi, formal na pamaagi, o prosen na pamaagi. Students, for your activity, I want you to watch and listen the speech I Have a Dream on YouTube. After watching, answer the following question. Number 1, what is the message presented by the speaker in the speech I Have a Dream? Number 2, what did you feel after listening the speech and why? Number 3, what specific words did the speaker use to motivate his listeners? Give at least 5 examples. Number 4, did the speaker show respect for human potentials whilst inspiring listeners to move to a specific purpose and why? Next, do you think the speaker earned the respect of his audience and why? And last, do you think that the speaker was motivated by his concern for others and why? Additional or another activities. 1. Write a formal speech addressed to the graduating class of your school. Number 2, write a sample sermon about your favorite passage in the Bible. Number 3, submit a video where you dramatize a situation that shows a consultative selling is all about. And number 4, make a skit about 2 friends having a quarrel. Daghang kayong salamat sa tanan. Thank you so much, students, for listening and watching. God bless you all. Thank you.